Pro players shouldn't have a say in a game's development. Not sure if those out there understand the word community, but besides being a TV show in 2009 starring well-known crazy person Chevy Chase, per the Webster Dictionary, it means a unified body of individuals, meaning not one particular group determines whether or not things should or shouldn't be in the game, which seems to be happening quite frequently. Things such as the Jaeger losing his ACOG, House being removed from map rotations, or a stronger focus in competitive play in video games. My best advice...
Shut the up! That's what I do if I had no army. I would up. Shut the
It doesn't make sense. Assuming the majority of players in most video games are just filthy casuals, you would assume the developers would focus more of their attention towards them. Instead, as mentioned, they seem to be diverting more of their attention towards the feedback being delivered by pro players. Assuming that this is because pro players generate more revenue for the game and the company because people watch them and want to replicate them, meaning selling more skin packs, bundles, blueprints, whatever. I mean, think of it this way. Content creators and pro players are much like the politicians we elect. They realistically work for us in our best interests and serve as our voice. Instead, they seem to be acting on their own interests. Whether or not that sounds like a correct statement doesn't really matter, but it really does feel as though our interests and the things that we believe need to be in the game aren't being heard in comparison to what pro players and maybe content creators say. I think it's kind of a mixed back and forth. Yet it doesn't seem as though that's happening where our voice is being heard through the content creators that we just generate so much of our time and effort to watching. And how can we fix that? Not sure. I'm not the one that really determines things like that. More or less just vent about my own little thoughts and offer mere suggestions. And my suggestion isn't unfollow all your favorite creators. That's not my suggestion at all. I think at some point we just need to be more vocal. My suggestion actually to the developer is to be a little bit more aware of the communities that exist and that there's so many different parties in play. And that, yes, a video game is tough because there are so many different communities in play or different parts of the community. And you have to tweak and balance everything based off all that feedback and accommodating every single play style and player. That I understand that's the challenging part. But I feel like just looking at what the pro players say and then them whining and complaining and saying it's not fixed or balanced or whatever, or this shouldn't be in the game, isn't the right thing. They should be listening to the overall community, understanding what will break the game and what won't break the game. Maybe, I don't know, release like a test server and like just try out new things and see what happens. That might be a thing that exists internally, but maybe doing something externally for everyone is a good idea. I don't know if that exists externally either. It might exist on PC and not on consoles just due to the overall kind of constraints in terms of file size and what things they can and can't do on a console. I don't know. I'm not that great with the technical aspects of things. But I, again, really think the developer should look at the overall and listen to the overall. You hire people for these reasons. I'd imagine at some point you hire them for these reasons. So why the fuck not just maybe listen to everyone and make everyone happy instead of listening to this one tiny bit of the community that kind of exists and has a better, voice in your ear kind of thing? It doesn't make any sense. Again, they work for us. I mean, they're put in these positions for that reason. And I understand that I'm just a lonesome little man on the totem pole in terms of content creation and videos, and I'm probably speaking into the abyss, and it won't matter. But I do believe, personally, that the developers should listen to everyone. The pro players should shut the fuck up and just get what they get. You get ranked play. You have 4 guns. I mean, I played ranked play the other day for a separate video, and there are 4 guns to pick from. I don't know what the fuck they're on about. I don't know what the big deal is. You have no DLC guns exist within the game in terms of your ranked play and MLG rules, at least based on what I saw. So shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter. What you have to say does not matter whatsoever. At least what I think. So, yes, you can listen to that part of the community when it comes to pro things and tweaking the rules and balancing of the MLG style of things. But for an overall game sense, don't cater to them. That's ridiculous. Don't make the game more competitive so pro players can enjoy it. And now I don't even think they enjoy it to some degree. I think they find it obnoxious to go into a game and sweat their asses off game after game. So that's what I personally think in terms of the overall when it comes to pro players, and I think they shouldn't determine anything a game has in terms of balancing and content and everything else. So I would love to know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for pro players? Sorry, I'm drunk. That they have a little bit of a ear of the developer and can say whatever they really want and get things patched, added, or taken out of the games? Do you think that's good or bad for video games? And what things would you like to see change in terms of Call of Duty or any of these competitive shooters? And would you like them to be more casual? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're upset about this at all, just grab some Arby's, eat a fucking plate of Arby's, and then go away. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And, well,